As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic who works miracles when logging in on the air.
and gives his co-host a heart attack every week.
How are you, my co-host?
I am good. Our guests are already here. They
Beautiful.
both are looking beautiful. Great way to celebrate International Women's Month. Both
That's what I'm talking about.
incredible business women, and so we're going to have a great show today. And it's been a good week. How about yours? We'll talk.
Oh man, my week has been good. I'm doing those SBA Navigator classes, and I'm loving them. This week we did the certifications for small businesses, government certification. So we covered SBA 8A certification, WOSB, which is Woman-Owned Small Business Certification, Small Disadvantaged Business, and the Hub Zone. And we also did some City of LA and County of LA certifications also. So it was amazing. So it's amazing. I was just reading one of the compliments I was getting from one of my participants. She said, I took a complicated subject and make it so simple and easy. She said, oh, thank you so much. I love it.
Yeah, because 8A is one of those areas that it is very complicated. I think only those that are actually got that certification are the only ones that really understand it.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
So
I was very happy to hear that, because yes, it was complicated, and I try to simplify it in such a way. I have the links to the site so they can log in, they can go get eligible to requirement information and all of that. So they were happy. And then we did the hub zones where they had to log in, where they had to input their zip code.
Whoa.
and it tells them if they're in a hub zone or not. So they like that. Oh, they love that. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get more and more businesses involved in that, because there are $500 billion in government procurement money sitting on the table that small businesses should be tapping into, but they're not. So, I want to help them. And especially being, this is Women History Month. I want to make sure as many female entrepreneurs get tapped into those contract opportunities as well. So that was my week, Crystal. So I know you had a more fantastic week.
Well, my week is I'm in a tax season.
I know.
And I got clients that I have to be prepped and ready for April. So I've been working on that. And a lot of coaching clients this week. I had a lot of one-on-ones and reviewing accounting documentation and accounting system, QuickBooks for them, or whichever platform they're using. So that was kind of it. Yesterday, we too, on the community briefing, we had a guest. Her name is Shannon Hopez. I think is her last name. She actually is the chief procurement officer for the city of Los Angeles.
Oh, really now?
So they're retiring LA Bavin.
Yes,
and they're bringing in the RAMP program. And so they're launching that. So that
hurts my heart, because I was very instrumental in helping to create Bavin, right? You know that. So in 1999, we are the ones who created that platform, that system, and we took it to the mayor. And first, we took it to the general managers. There are 9 general managers in the city, right?
Okay.
So they were resistant. They didn't want to take on that platform, because they didn't want to share opportunities with small businesses. So we got the mayor involved, and
Okay.
the mayor whipped them upside their heads and forced them to use it. So they had to use it, and then they fell in love with it, and now they're graduating it. So
Well, I think that I think they're taking the core of what you guys did for the Batten,
yeah.
and I think they're expanding. So what they've done is they are bringing all I think there's right now there's 21 partners that now will be listing all of their procurement opportunities on that platform. So Cedars was the very first one. Cedar Sinai
Oh,
Hospital was
really?
one of the first one. The NFL is on there. There's
So they're bringing in private partners. So they're doing the public private partnership, which is good.
yes, yeah.
That's good.
So they're setting them up so that they're all so you will find all of the opportunities in one platform. So they're reaching out to make sure that other private partners are also listed under there. I think CBS is just a number of them. So I think they just took what you guys did
Uh
and
huh.
they're adding to it to make sure. And one of the things is trying to make sure that it's not cumbersome when it
Right.
comes to small businesses or entrepreneurs. And so I'll have to share I think I shared the video with you, or if I didn't, I will.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
think you did. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
looking
I'll
forward
share
to
it.
that.
It's on, of course, on our YouTube channel. But I think it's gonna benefit. But
Good.
the one thing is making sure, and we spoke. We wanted to make sure that because sometimes there's a lot of talk
Mm-hmm.
and not a lot of action when it comes to actual uh, entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs of color, Black
Yeah.
color, actually,
Yeah.
and them getting those opportunities. Everyone can be listed, but that doesn't mean that you're going to actually get any contracts. And
Yeah.
so that was a question that Robin Billups asked, being that she's been in procurement for such a long time,
Mm-hmm.
is we, it's fantastic to have a platform, but if the platform is not really helping the business owners find and be able to apply for the opportunities, then it's not there's not going to be any success.
Right. Right. Right.
So that was kind of the conversation, and so I'll share that with you. I think I hope so. Hopefully, it'll be for the benefit, and and everybody will benefit from it. But
Well, you know how it is. You know it is with those government programs. If if they're not functioning, we're gonna keep pounding on those doors, making a lot of noise. And they say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So we'll make a whole lot of noise saying, "Hey, this procurement program is not helping small businesses." When was the last time a small business get a contract out of this? We're gonna make all kinds of noise.
well, and as we should,
Yes.
and as we should.
That's how we got to get things changed. You remember, Crystal, you remember on this show, we made a lot of noise with that Wells Fargo president talking smack about black people.
You're right, exactly.
And then they got guilty and decided to give the Urban League $1 million and say, "Oh, this is for you black people."
Right, exactly. Well, it is the squeaky wheel. So we let her know that those things would be taking place if we would be bringing them back to the platform
Yes.
to address it. We also talked about some roundtable conversations and some
Good.
fire chat conversations and bringing those of us in the community. And I let her know that there are many of us that are providing a lot of tech service and assistance
Yeah.
for the small business. We
Yeah.
recognize that during the pandemic, that and we also know that a lot of our businesses were not ready. But however, we during the pandemic, we have addressed a lot of that.
Yeah.
So now they can't use the excuse they're not ready, because we
No.
know for one thing, we know everybody got a license with the state of California, with the
Yeah.
city of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody's
invite me to those round tables because I'd like to be a part of it. I'd like to put my little 2 cents in and see if it moves the needle any. So
oh, for sure, for sure. This is, I mean, it's a community. That's what the whole
yes,
thing is about. Hello, Michael Browning. Welcome. Glad to have you. And I am excited about our guest, Gilbert. I tell you, these two ladies, Michelle Moorbell, she's been watching the Business Zone for a while, and we're celebrating her 40 years in business.
All righty then.
Her.
Congratulations there, Michelle. See, you got a supporter already, Michelle. She's saying from Frilly Frou Frou said, hello everyone, joyful joys, happy to be here. Shout out to special Miss Michelle Bell. So you got your supporters already, and you haven't even been on camera yet. So, so this is good.
And Michelle and I have been talking about this for some time now, and she was waiting for this opportunity to come along before she would come on the Business Zone. So I am very pleased that we are here, that she's here. And then we have Miss Selena Thomas, and I just had a wonderful conversation with her. I love talking to people who are just as committed to the small business population as you and I are, Gilbert. And
I'm telling you, man, we are a special breed.
So I truly enjoyed talking to her. So you guys will too. So we're going to bring Michelle on first, and then we're going to bring Selena, and then we'll both be able to talk to both of them together before we end the show.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, so basically, for those of you that are out in the audience, you are tuned in to the Business Zone
with Crystal and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic, and my co-host got frozen a little bit, so we're gonna wait for her to come back on. What we'd like to do is to let you know what this show is all about. The Business Zone is a platform for small businesses. We help provide advice, coaching, support, and information so small businesses can use that information to help in their growth, their development, and to prosper. We know we just went through a pandemic in 2020. So with what we're offering, we're helping you guys to climb out of that pandemic. Help yourselves to be contract ready, business ready, loan ready, nonprofit ready, grant ready, that type of thing we're trying to do for you. So this is an amazing thing. So is my co-host back yet?
Not yet.
My co-host is still trying to get on. We notice every Friday when we're telling truth, you know, the man decides to interfere with our communication and try to freeze up my co-host. So I just want to let you guys know, if you see my co-host get frozen and you can't hear what she's saying, is because the man is messing with her.
I'm back. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All righty. So yeah, some craziness. Last week it was my Spectrum. It decided just to drop off at this time of the day. So something weird is happening, but hopefully at least you guys will be there. Good morning, good afternoon, Camilla. Yeah, Blair, welcome. So with that, we're going to bring on Miss Michelle, and we will get this show on the road.
Hello. Hi.
Michelle.
Hello there, looking wonderful.
Hello, Gilbert. Thank you.
How are you?
I am wonderful.
Thank you. We're so happy to have you on the Business Zone, and we can't wait for you to impart some of that wonderful knowledge to our population.
It's my pleasure to be here, and thank you and Crystal for the invite.
Well, we're so happy. You know, I've been wanting you on this show for a while. And
yes.
So I'm glad to have you here. And congratulations on 40 years in business. That's amazing.
That's a milestone. And Michelle, you know what that means when you've been in business for 40 years. You know what category they put you in, right?
What?
That you are now a legacy business. Okay.
Okay.
So that means you've been here from the beginning of time, and you can share a lot of wisdom to up and coming entrepreneurs.
And that's what I like to do. I like to mentor. I like to inspire others.
And your wonderful guests are shouting out and giving you shout outs. We got Diane Lane White saying hello, Michelle Moore Bell. How are you?
Those
Oh,
are her.
wonderful. That's my niece. I have a great support system out there.
I love it.
So we want to welcome you. So a little bit about, and Michelle will give you more of her bio. She's been in the beauty business for 40 years,
Mhm.
and she, in addition to having her own salon called Salon First, Salon 21, right?
Yes,
Salon 21, and
yes.
she also runs a nonprofit
Mhm.
organization in the area of health and wellness, right? Breast cancer
Breast
awareness.
health awareness. Yes.
Right. And she provides, puts on, or she has prior to the pandemic, an annual a conference that is supporting women and breast cancer and breast cancer awareness. I've been to a number of them. They were pretty awesome. So that's, and she's been in the Los Angeles community, born and raised here, or?
No, born and raised in Muncie, Indiana. I've been
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
How long
here
you been in Los Angeles?
since 1978. A
All
long
right.
Okay.
time.
So you're no longer considered a transplant, right?
Oh,
You're,
no, no.
you're,
This is
you're-
my home, and I love LA.
well, thank
So
you for being on the Business Zone today, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank
So tell us
you.
a little bit more about yourself, Michelle, how you got into business. And I'm sure you must have a passion for the beauty industry. And now everyone that knows this about me, I always say there's certain industries that Black people can excel in just because that is an industry that we spend a lot of money in. And
Yeah.
the beauty industry is one of those. And the entertainment and sports, but especially the beauty industry, because me personally, no one else can do my hair but another Black person, because they're the only people that can understand my hair. So I want to commend you, one, being in that industry for such a long time, and being successful in that industry. So tell us a little bit more about how you got in it, and just who you are, and what does it take to be in business for 40 years.
Yes, well, I am a 40-year veteran in the hair and beauty care. I'm an industry consultant, an industry expert. I love the business. Got started one time. I was at my hair salon, and I was talking to Roddy Staten about the industry. And he shared some information with me, and I decided to quit my job at Hughes Aircraft at the time and attend cosmetology school.
Wow.
And it was the best thing I could have ever did. And I'm
Wow.
just so grateful to God for giving me the ability to make a difference in the lives of others. I mean, I love helping others. I love inspiring others. That's why I started my business. But cosmetology school just showed me a whole lot that the sky is the limit in the beauty industry. It's a $1 billion industry, as you had mentioned, Crystal, a lot of money. But you truly have to love helping people. You have to have a passion. You have to have a vision. Imagine what you could do in this industry because the sky's the limit. There's plenty of opportunities. You can go all over the world. You can work anywhere. And I'm just so grateful that I had a vision to open my own salon. Salon 21. I owned and operated Salon 21 for 23 years. It was a great place for people to come and learn and grow and build their clientele. So that got me excited just seeing people grow. They would come in one way, but in a couple of years, they were totally different. They were inspired, they were successful, and they made good money. So it was about, I say, 12 years ago, God gave me another dream. He fulfilled another dream. I'm still inspiring women. I'm still servicing my clients. I love retailing because even with retailing, that's an opportunity to help people. And I think anyone who is in business, especially in the beauty business, you must retail because you want to provide everything that your clients need.
Mm.
And it has given me an opportunity to mentor. Also, I love doing more than hair. I love touching people. I love networking. I belong to several different organizations. And as you had mentioned, God had put in my spirit, I have given you the ability to make a difference in women's lives, both inside and out. And that's when I started the nonprofit, the Wellness Group. We have a great board of directors, and we do host an event every year. We were blessed last year where we could host it at the Whiffendale. We had a garden event, but it's a free event, and we just want to inspire women to take care of themselves, to be aware of breast cancer, of breast health awareness, so that you can just stay strong and just stay on top of your health. So I love the industry. I love being an entrepreneur. I love sharing, and that's
You
how
know,
I
it's
got here.
interesting. Years ago, I have a business partner, and she and I were going to open up a men's grooming salon. And
Yeah,
so in prepping for that, we visited a lot of salons, day spas, because that's kind of what it was. It's going to be like a day spa, but for men, the clientele was going to be for men. And I would go to Vegas. We were all over the country going to events, and I was shocked. Generally, it was just she and I, or maybe a sprinkling of Black people at these conventions. And I was like, wait a minute. there's a beauty supply on every corner in Los Angeles. And I imagine the same thing in other cities and states as well. But we were not well represented. And one of the things that I noticed in our journey and in our visits that majority of the other salons had retail. That was really how they made the majority of their money, because if you're in white salons, they come get their hair cut and colored probably every 6 weeks
right,
or more, right? Whereas in Black salons, you are there every week.
hmm right.
Right. But the price tag is, if you're back in the day, I remember when you get your hair pressed and curled, you weren't paying a lot of money. It's $20, $30, $40. Weaves came along and there was a lot of money in that. But the retail is the money maker
You
in the beauty, in the hair salon, isn't it?
yes, you must retail and add-ons, services, and retailing. It
So
comes
do
Right.
with
you
the career, really.
do you sell products then, Michelle? Do you
Yes,
sell products?
everything for your hair, face, and body.
Okay.
Satin pillowcases. You need to sleep on the satin pillowcase. We have it available for you. We don't want you to have to leave and drive and maybe not get the right product. We have it for you.
Very
And
good.
right, and also the fact that when you leave the shop, you are salon perfect. So now when you get home, how do you maintain and keep the salon perfection? You have to
Right,
have the
right,
same products that you guys are using. I
right.
just never
Exactly.
I never understood that. It's like, why, when I would even go to my own hair salon, where's the products? Why aren't you, and especially because I would get my hair braided or I'd get my weave. It's like, y'all need to be selling hair. You need to be selling all of the products that go along with maintaining hair. I shouldn't have to go to a beauty supply store and say, okay, what do I do with this? I should
Oh,
get
no.
all of that from the person that actually did my hair.
Exactly. We have it for you. I want to tell you too, when I left cosmetology school, what my instructor told me not to do, I did it. He said, do not go out and rent a booth. Go into a commission salon. No, I didn't do that. So, but we do have a lot of nice Black shows like in Atlanta and here in LA too. But I was at the Ambassador Hotel, and
Hmm.
there I saw Simply Raw hair designers. I said, I want to work with them. That's the type of work I want to do.
Okay.
I called Simply Raw, LaFay Davenport. She took me to a breakfast interview. She hired me, and that changed my life. That changed my
Wow.
life. I was with Simply Raw for 2.5 years. And then I left there, went out on my own for 2 years, and then I opened my own salon 2 years after that.
Well, wow. So Simply Raw was on Wilshire, or is that
Well, we
Wilshire?
started out on Santa Barbara at that time, which is now
Okay.
Martin Luther King Boulevard, and we moved to Wilshire and Dunsmuir. There were
Yes.
16 stations in there. And boy, was that fun. Just learning, growing. Even LaFay asked me to give an add-on class.
Wow.
She said, Michelle, you're doing it. You got to give an add-on class. But even I knew I had something too. I really didn't know it was in me to do hair because I went to the beauty salon every week. And I was into makeup. I was into skincare, fashion, modeling. But I never thought the beauty industry as a career for me. But when I got into it, I just loved it. I love it.
Michelle, it's amazing how you started out working for the man, and when we start out working for the man, we think it's a good thing. We start feeling, okay, there's some level of security. Then we start finding out there's not much happiness there, and that's what happened with you. You didn't feel the level of happiness that you wanted, so you divorced the man. And after you divorced him,
exactly.
after you divorced him, you take on your own thing as an entrepreneur, and look how much happiness it brings you.
And when I did it, they
Go ahead.
found out. They said at Hughes Aircraft, they sent me a letter. Either you return or we're going to terminate you, because they found out she has no plans of coming back here.
Exactly.
My desk was cleaned out. I had no plans of going back there. But I resigned. I did not give them the satisfaction of terminating me. and I've just been so happy.
But I will have to say this. So when I decided I was going into my own and starting my own business, and I had as Gilbert calls him, the man job. And of course, with the man job, you had your benefits, you had, a decent salary and everything. So when I was leaving, my mom was like, "Are you crazy? You giving up a guaranteed paycheck?" And I was like, I got to follow my dream, Mom. I just have to follow my dreams. So I assume that's what you had to follow.
I had to follow my dream, right. And at that time, my boyfriend, who became my husband, he believed in me.
Right.
I told him I was going to quit my job and go to cosmetology school, 40 hours a week for 10 months.
Oh, yeah. And see,
and
the thing
he
is,
said, okay.
The thing is, working at Hughes, your paycheck was limited. There's a ceiling to what you could make there. But becoming an entrepreneur, it's unlimited.
It's unlimited. It's unlimited. You are so right. And all you have to do is see it.
Oh, yes.
Just have a vision. Just see it.
Right.
And bring others along with you.
And the creativity. I mean, you actually went into an industry that is full of creativity, creating a new, whatever vision that the customer or your client had. I always marvel at a lot of the inventions in the hair industry. And a lot of it is because of the hairstylist that's doing the hair. And you're like, well, maybe I could do it this way, or maybe I could do it this way. And it reminds me, especially the very talented artists that are out there. And I see you have Madam C.J. Walker on your back wall over there.
I was gonna talk about her. Too, because I'm sure that's your mentor, your guide, your inspiration, right?
She's one of my inspirations. Just to know what she did back then.
Yes,
she was Mary Kay before Mary Kay.
That's right.
Exactly. She was Mary Kay.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
And you did similar to what she did, because she stepped out. She going, hey, I'm not going to work for the man. I'm going to step out and do my own thing. And she was just phenomenal. That determination.
Yes. And she was about helping others.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, about helping others. I know my mom was in the hair business as well. In fact, she was one of the very first. My grandfather actually built a hair salon for her in Tennessee. She was in Memphis and she had gone to school in Memphis, and everybody else was going to college, and her thing was hair. And so he opened up her salon, and when she moved when she migrated to the north to New York, she that's how she did her. She was a nurse, and she did her hair on the side. That was how we raised.
Woo,
Yeah.
yes.
That was, she had people and that's when you do the straightening comb, and they were in the kitchen, and Easter and all the holidays and weddings and all that sort of stuff. She never was in a shop in New York, but she did it at home.
Yes, and you mentioned that she was a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse. And you know, when I went to cosmetology school, we had to wear white uniforms. I had the opportunity to wear my white nurse uniform.
I remember that. I
Shoes.
remember that back in the day, Michelle. I remember that because I used to
Yes,
see these
yes.
women wearing white, and I said, "Are you guys a nurse?" No, we're in cosmetology school. I'm going, what? That's neat. I like
Yes.
that. That's different.
I liked it too. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
professional. It was clean. And can
Yes.
I read two comments that my instructors wrote in my memory book? This
Sure.
was 1982. One instructor, Michelle, you are very enterprising. You have a successful future ahead of you. Good luck, S. Michaels. That
Wow.
set my spirit on fire. It's like,
Wow.
wow. And this is what the other one said. Michelle, good luck to you. You are one of the most completely competent people we have ever had here. Love you. And when I read that, I knew then I had something.
That's
I
right.
had
Yeah.
something where I could, be successful, help other people.
Mhm.
And it's just really great. I remember one time I was at my salon. I had been there since 8 a.m. It was 12 midnight. It's like, wow, it's midnight and I'm not even tired. I'm still happy and feeling good. So hairstyling, it's a lot of fun. You're in the salon long hours, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just like with Crystal and I. When we're doing the things we do for small business, it's like there's no late night. We just keep going, 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 going.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no clock
Yes.
or anything.
And
So
That's amazing.
sometimes I remember one time someone said, what keeps you up at night? So I was thinking, do they mean something negative? I mean, my business keeps me up at night. That's about it. Me thinking about it, how I can improve, but nothing else. I'm not worried about anything. But your business, your entrepreneurship, your spirit, your passion can keep you up all night.
it
Yes.
definitely can. What would
Yes.
you would say was your secret for being in business for 40 years? And as Gilbert said, you truly are a legacy business because you stood the test of time.
Yes.
Um, there's statistics that say that businesses, if you get past that 7 years or 5 years to 10 years, right,
Yeah.
marker, it's a pretty guarantee that you're going to survive. But the first 5 years, it's a crapshoot, man.
Oh, yeah.
Whether or not you're going to be in business. So, what has been your secrets
Well, I
for?
said you have to have that energy at all time, that joyful spirit. You have to have the passion to change. You can't keep everything the same. You have to get out there, let people know about you, what you're doing. My business is built on word of mouth. I
Mm,
never had to advertise, but I would market the salon for
mm,
me and the other stylists, but we never had to advertise. So as
yeah.
long as you're talented, you're happy, you're helping others to grow, and it works. You communicate with people. I would tell the people who worked at Salon 21, this is what I need you to do, and we all will be successful. And when you leave here and open your own salon, I planted that in their mind. You will do
Ah,
the same thing. And they did the same thing. I mean,
That's
because
so
that's what I did when I left Simply Rock. LaFay, my mentor, she was my role model.
yeah.
And I took what I learned from her and kept going. So as long as you stay happy and wanting to please people and educate yourself all the time, you're forever learning and growing. And I love to go to educational shows. And another thing is self-care. You have to take care of yourself too. Pamper yourself. You do to be pampered.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's pretty awesome. And the hospitality, you basically are in the hospitality industry, and it's so important to have the customer service. I was teaching a class the other day on that. If you don't do anything else in your business, you need to create a standard of excellence when it comes to customer service. Because with the hair industry, I can go to anybody, but I'm going to
Mhm.
come back to you if all of my needs are being met.
Yeah. If that customer service is there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's the number one thing, customer
Yes.
service.
Yes.
And we provide our clients with refreshments. And I remember this when Bill Cosby, we didn't have a TV because I just wanted the stylist to concentrate on the customer.
Yeah.
Michelle, when you get a TV in here, we got to watch Bill Cosby. And we brought a TV in and they were happy. So
Yes.
yeah, that customer service means a lot. A lot of times, I will call my client if they have a new style, new color. How's your hair? How do you like your hair? Oh, Michelle, thank you for calling me. That's so nice of you. I love it. It's perfect. But yeah, I care about them. I check up on them and make sure they're happy, they're satisfied. If not, it's my job to make sure they are satisfied. And
In the
I'm willing
business
to do it.
in the business coaching and professional services business, we call that making your clients fall in love with you.
With
Because
you.
if they're in love with you, there's no way they're going to anyone else.
Right.
Right, right. That is so
Exactly.
true. And I remember too, I am a independent skincare consultant also. And when I was really getting into my skincare and cosmetics, and they said, "Well, Michelle, are you going to be in the salon? Or are you going to be out there selling skincare and cosmetics?" It's like I'm going to be in the salon. I mean, they told me where they wanted me,
Yeah.
and I love doing it. They were my bread and butter. I'm going to be here in the salon for you all. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, and that's the important part when especially new businesses that are coming into the business space is understanding that it's your customers' needs that come first,
Yes,
and not yours. I mean, we start businesses
right.
and we're starting it for ourselves, but whatever services we're providing or products it's for them. And so we
Yes,
have to make that place a welcoming place for them and create a culture that wants them to come back.
yes,
So
yes,
Michelle, with 7 minutes left in your segment, I want to see what are some of the pointers you can give aspiring and upcoming beauticians or people in your space, the hair care product space. What tips can you
yes.
give them to encourage them to become successful?
I'm going to tell to the people who are interested in the beauty industry, the sky is the limit for you or any business, but have a mission, have a vision, and a value statement. Yeah, you need to have a target market, have a great product and service, and be into sales and marketing and create a team. You need a good team with you.
Mhm.
And know too, I'm here. If you need me, you can always contact me.
Mhm. So
Well,
you would say successful entrepreneurs, they need a mentor, right? They would be good for them to have a mentor,
It'd be
correct?
good for them to have a mentor. And yeah, and speak up for yourself. Speak up for what you need.
Yes.
Ask someone.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. Yeah, honestly, I know both. Gilbert and I are in the service industry, and for me, it's all about service. It's all about when you come to my workshops or even me working with you one on one.
Mhm.
The takeaway has to be of value to you. So I
yes,
go out of my way making sure that you walk away with something, right?
Yes.
yes,
And
yes,
that it can make a difference in your business the next day.
Mhm.
So I work hard at that, and I work hard at making sure that I have great programs and keep everything up to date and fresh, so that when you do come to me, you will remember me forever.
oh
Because
yes, oh yes.
we
And
work in a very competitive space. Everybody out here is helping small businesses in some capacity or another. So we have to make sure you stand out. Um, And Michelle, I've known you. I met you through Recycling Black Dollars with Jackie
Mhm,
B, and Jackie B
mhm.
was definitely a big supporter of yours. And I believe I came to with her to one of the
The
cancer
health
awareness,
event,
the
the
health
health
event.
event,
And
yes,
I was just so impressed at how you put that together, and just the amazing women that were in the audience. And Gilbert, primarily everybody there was women,
All
and
right.
just absolutely amazing event. So, and
Love it.
she's got such a warm heart, and she's been following us on the Business Zone, and as well as she's over at the community briefing with me every Thursday.
yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
And that's another thing I want to say too. When if you're an independent hair stylist, make sure you create a business name and a great professional business name. That's where you start, maybe in the salon,
Yeah.
creating your vision for yourself.
Yes.
And always have your papers together because you're going to need funding. So
Okay.
have
Okay.
everything together.
That is what we preach on this show every week.
Yes,
Being ready, having
be
all your
ready.
documents there. Yes, that's
And
beautiful.
a couple other things I just want to say. It's my faith that has carried me, and I take God as my business partner. And the Holy
Yes.
Spirit speaks to me every day on different things. So I'm just so grateful for that. Another thing, say your affirmations every day
Yeah. Yeah.
and expect a miracle every day.
oh,
Yes. Yes. I like
The,
that.
and stay informed, stay connected, stay encouraged. Contact me if I can help you. I'm here.
I love it.
well, that
Love
is
it. Love it.
awesome.
Before you go, Michelle, I want you to
Yes.
address the Black Women's Network, because your supporter here, Gwen Goodman, is talking about it. So let me hear about that a
Thank you.
little bit.
That's what I want to say too. I love joining different organizations: Black Women's Network, Recycling Black Dollars, the BBA, the Black Business Association. But Black Women's Network has been around for 43 years. It's
Mm,
a
mm, mm.
wonderful organization of women. Our motto is Sisters in Service to Enhance Resource Sharing. I have
Now
been a
that's
member for
what I'm talking
years. Now I serve as vice president. And BWN, my sisters, thank you all for showing up like you always do. Thank you, Gwen.
about.
Gwen is a big supporter, and that
Oh,
was
yes,
Marva Battlebay,
the founder.
the
Oh, my
founder of the
gosh.
Black Women's. Yeah, but we lost an icon when
Oh,
she.
yes.
But you guys, I give it to you. You guys have carried on in the same manner, the same style as she had in her vision. So congratulations, 43 years. That's a long time, and again, another incredible organization, and I've been to their events as well. You guys do an amazing job. Gwen, you as well. Gwen, we need to get you on the show as well. All of you, Camilla Blair, I've met her in different
Yes.
capacities.
Oh, yes.
Diane, I think I actually spoke at the Black Women's Network. I did a presentation for you guys earlier last year, I believe, and I remember, meeting all the
Yeah,
great
yes,
ladies
you
over there.
did. You did
I
last
did.
July. Yes, and you were
I did.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we
See,
definitely
we
want
bring
to thank
nothing,
you. Go
but
ahead.
we
Go
only
ahead.
bring the best to BWN.
That's what I'm
Crystal,
talking
thank you.
about.
Thank you
Well,
guys. I
well,
was I was honored.
I'm hoping someday, Michelle, someday you guys will put a waiver on your policies and your protocol and bring me in also to address the women of the Black Women Network. Okay.
Thank you, Gilbert. We would love to have you. I love your spirit. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Don't go. Just stay on the line, because we've got another
Okay.
phenomenal woman that we're bringing on here right now.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna
So
bring on our next guest, and thank you. So don't go anywhere, Michelle, because after
Okay.
we do her interview, we want to have a conversation with the both of you, because both of you
yes.
are women in business, and we're celebrating women. And there's a statistic that I read recently that even during the pandemic, the women were the survivors of the pandemic.
Oh,
Mm,
yes.
And the growth of women entrepreneurs grew tremendously
It
yeah.
did.
During the
throughout the
pandemic.
pandemic.
Mhm.
So with
To be exact, it grew 49%. 49% of new businesses were women-owned businesses during the pandemic. So
yeah, it was. So now our guest, Miss Selena Thomas. She's an 11-year resident of Santa Clarita. She is a busy mom of 3 amazing daughters, and she is the CEO and founder of 6 Degrees of HR Consulting and the host of a podcast as well called SCV Signal, and a recent candidate for the Santa Clarita City Council. We welcome you, Miss Selena, and talk about another business that really focuses on customer service and laws and support of businesses. And I think there's a big need for outside HR consultants, because when you work in a corporate world, over the years, the HR department is not necessarily there for the employee.
no,
it's there
it's
for
there for the man. So welcome to the business zone, Selena.
We are so happy to have you.
Thank you. So much to unpack. And I just have to start by saying thank you for having me on. I was so excited. I'd spoken to Gilbert about a month ago about this opportunity, and so the timing is aligned. But to Michelle, you are so inspiring. I want you to touch on me. You were talking about that you like to touch on people and give them that energy and that spirit to believe in themselves. It's so important to see that. And I love to see stories of people with that type of legacy, because we aspire. I'm 8 years in the business, past that little teeter part where things might not go well, and certainly my industry, human resources, really accelerated during COVID because of the compliance factor.
As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.